This is Ted Flett with Golden Skate, and I am joined now by two-time world champion from Spain, Javier Fernández. Javier, you've just come off your short program debut here at the Autumn Classic in Montreal. How are you feeling about your skate?
I actually feel great. You know, the first program of the season is never easy, so for being the first one, it was actually amazing. Few mistakes, a little bit unbalanced in the program. You know, it's kind of hard to contain all the nerves and to go out there. Seems the last competition that it was like months and months ago, and be, of course, perfect. But overall, I think it was a great performance. The people liked it, I liked it, and my coaches liked it. So
most importantly, you liked it.
Exactly.
The last time we saw you compete was in Helsinki at the World Championships, and of course you had just a lights out short program that excited everybody, and the long program was not quite as successful. Was it tougher to get back into training when you came back to Toronto and prepared for the Olympic season, or what was that like?
It was a little hard, I gotta say, just because every time we go on the ice after vacations or after you tour doing shows for like many weeks or many months, to go back on the ice, you know, it's always a hard time because we want to be perfect. And also having the feeling that you didn't have the best skate at the free program at the last World Championships, you go out there and you are like, I need to be in shape from day one. So it's impossible. So you kind of get a little bit frustrated. Your coach comes and he's like, come on, you cannot be perfect right now. You've been skating for like, what, 10 days, 2 weeks? Right. So it's just something to be sore about and to feel confident with your training. And I think that is going to give you, you know, again, a little bit the confidence in the competitions, and of course, compete, have the experience again, because we lose a lot in this time when we are off in vacations. And, you know, hopefully this year we can do a better competition than last season, just because we have Olympics, and hopefully I can do a better free programs.
Right. So we are sort of squirreled away in sort of the hallways of the Sportplex Pierrefonds here at the Autumn Classic, and your training mate Yuzuru Hanyu is skating as we speak on the ice. Everybody wonders, myself included, how easy it is to work with or to train with the guy who is your number one competitor and you're often his number one competitor. Is that still a smooth working relationship? What is that like?
Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It depends of the day, depends of the season. Sometimes, you know, it kind of motivates you when you have somebody working with you in the same ice that is in such a high level as you. But sometimes you can get frustrated because if you don't have a good day, or if you are fighting to land a jump and you can't, or, you know, sometimes it doesn't get easy, you know. So my coach thought about this new thing that we've been doing this season to kind of like split us a little bit, like few days or 1 day a week. And he just takes me to another ice rink and we skate, just me and my coach, or Yusuf will go with Brian and skate just with Brian, just to have, you know, some time together and sometimes separate, just to give a little bit of a break between being always so serious and centered and competitive in the trainings.
Does it help you to be a little less distracted when you're skating on your own, or when Yuzuru isn't there?
It's brand new, so we didn't have so many days that we've been doing this. So it's kind of like a different feeling right now. Sometimes it feels amazing, sometimes it doesn't feel great because you're almost by yourself, or you're, you know. So it's just getting used to it. You know, it's just a different kind of training that I think is gonna help both of us. Also, when we go back the next day and we're together, we're going to be also maybe more excited because both of you are on the ice.
Right. So you have just debuted your short program here in Montreal to Charlie Chaplin, and it was a really sort of a very tender and very soulful Charlie Chaplin. Can you talk about your motivation behind this character?
It is a different Charlie Chaplin. I did Charlie Chaplin, I want to believe, like 3-4 years ago for a free program, and it was an amazing program. Everybody loved it. It was really Charlie. It was really fun, really emotional, really romantic. A big Charlie Chaplin. But this one is different. That's what that is what we wanted to do. You know, repeat Charlie Chaplin, but a different kind of Charlie Chaplin, where it's a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it. I guess you're gonna have to see the video.
We'll watch it to know it.
But it's just a different feeling. You know, it does have some little touch of Charlie Chaplin, but when you start the program, you don't feel like it is Charlie. Mm-hmm. And we choose this retro kind of music where it feels like it's black and white. Mm-hmm. And that's the kind of idea we wanted to give.
Right.
That is Charlie, but it's a totally different Charlie that I did in the past.
Okay. And we've seen, in terms of changes and differences, we've seen different spin positions in this program. Is that something that's hard to do, to sort of torque your body into different positions when you're so accustomed to spin positions that are quite familiar?
Yes, it's a little complicated just because you don't want to, if you have a position, you don't want to repeat things that the people have been doing. Mm-hmm. You want to make it yourself and your own spin or. So for us, it's actually a little bit complicated. Also find a position that doesn't throw you off in the spin. But still, you know, I think we did a great job this season finding this position to give the program something different, something else. And so the judges that have been always working in something, and this year I've been also working in the spins.
Okay. Now, in terms of jumps, you have been pretty resolute that you are going to keep your skating to the 2 quadruple jumps that you know, the toe loop and the salto. Yeah. Why is that when you see other competitors increasing their repertoire of quadruples?
Well, I just think, you know, I'm of course not 18 or 19 or 20 anymore. I'm 26, and you know, this makes a big change. And you know, I think skating has improved and had an evolution really quickly, and we also need to control the figure skating, right? It cannot only be quads, and just because you lose a lot of time in the preparation of the jump, and you lose a lot of choreography and a lot of program. Mm-hmm. So it's something that we have to be smart about, and we have to really think in general. What is going to happen with these quads? For myself, I'm going to be secure with myself, and I'm going to be, you know, confident with the work that I know I can do, and trust myself that with that work, I'm going to be able to do a great performance this season and also at Olympics.
Right, right. Well, we'll end it there. Best of luck this Olympic season to you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your debut here at Autumn Classic, and we'll be watching you throughout the season.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Javier.